Okay guys, I'm doing some slow cooked ribs today on the Weber. Um, Basically what I'm going to do is I've already put my rub on, which I made with some rock salt, garlic powder, Cajun, onion, paprika, black pepper ground, and some Shane's Wild Tex-Mex seasoning, which is pretty hot. So yeah, that's how they look. That's rock salt I used is pretty coarse, so most of it's just ended up in the bottom of the pan, which is all good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook them for about 5 hours. Then I'm going to pull them off. I'm going to baste them with this Sweet Baby Ray's, hickory and brown sugar, which is beautiful. Then I'll wrap them up in some alfoil, put them back on for about another hour and a half, and then I'll pull them off and try and let them sit for an hour wrapped up, and then tuck into them. So let's go out and have a look at the Weber. So I've got the Weber set up. I might put another fire lighter in there and just get it kicking a bit more. I've got some boiling water in those trays. Basically this should give me, the sort of 5 hours I need. And then I'm going to need another hour and a half sort of thing on there as well. So it should give me that, and if not, I'll just put some more charcoal on. I've got this, using this mangrove charcoal, so which is supposed to be pretty good, and I'll be smoking it with some cherry flavoured wood, which I've got in here. So I've just got that soaking at the moment. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I'll give you a bit of an update on how it is, and we'll see how it looks and tastes at the end, eh? Thanks a lot. Okay, so I've just thrown another fire starter on there. Just lighting it at one end. It's going to snake around slowly. The barbecue shop told me with this mangrove wood I should be able to just leave the vents open, so I'm just going to run them open for now and see how it goes. I'll keep my eye on it obviously, and we'll see how it turns out at the end. I'll throw them on in a minute. I'll just let that fire starter burn out. I also pulled the membrane off the back of the ribs, which you guys can look up online how to do and whatnot, and yeah, we'll get back to you soon. Okay, so I've got this puppy going better. Whacked in a couple of more fire lighters just to get her kicking a bit. Yeah, so she's off and racing. I'll check on this thing maybe in about an hour, and I'll just keep my eye on the temperature and make sure that wood doesn't burn out or whatnot, but I can't see there being a problem. Let's see how she looks soon. Okay, this has been on for an hour exactly now, so let's just pull the lid and see how she's looking. Yeah, that's good. That's going well. So that fire's burning along nicely along there, like a snake, just rolling along there, so that's good. I'll get this lid back on and we'll let it go. Make sure you keep your vent away from the heat source as well. It's got to be on the meat side, otherwise all your heat just goes straight up and out the vent. We'll get back to it and have a look later. Okay, we're at 2.5 hours in. Let's just have a look. Looking good. It's going along nice and slowly there. Smoking on that timber nicely. So what I might do is I might move these. Just going to put the big one over. Move the little one back. I'll keep him in there like that for now. One of my trays has sprung a bit of a leak, I think. So what I might do is just top them up with some boiling water. And there's one with the leak, I think, but somebody's not bothered putting too much in him. Alright, we'll come back in another 2.5 hours and we'll have a look, eh? Okay guys, I just want to show you, as you can see at the 2.5 hour mark, that timber had been burning slowly, but for anyone out there that thought it's not running hot enough or whatnot, you can see that's running at 101 degrees, so Celsius. That's all you need. If you get it any hotter than that, all you're going to do is burn up your water quicker, and your water's just going to do its work to pull the temperature back down, so you don't need it to be going crazy. A lot of guys, they just get it going hardcore sort of thing, and they'll just have it running hardcore sort of thing, but then they're pulling their vents back, and they're doing everything and sort of doing it a slightly different style. But by me just doing it like this, as you can see, it's pushing 100 degrees, so 5 hours at that, it's going to be cooked, and then, you know, then it's going to go back in for another hour and a half and then rest for an hour. So they'll be plenty done perfectly. So we'll see how they look a bit down the track anyway. Okay, we're at 4 hours now. Just want to show you that temperature. It's 117.3. So, you know, it was at 101 or 100 before. So, you know, as you can see, the temperature will fluctuate a little bit. That's all just normal, you know, don't stress over that. Okay, these have been on for about 5 hours, well, 5 hours now. So I'm going to just put a little bit of butter on them. Wasn't going to do butter, but I looked at a few more movies today while they were cooking, and a couple of guys were going on about putting butter on them and whatnot. So I'm just going to put a little bit on them and whatnot, and a little bit of brown sugar. I'm not going to go crazy with it, but the Sweet Baby Rays is what I'm going to give it a good dosing of. So, alright, sauced up. Looking good. Just turn this over. A bit of butter on here. So once I've done this, I'm basically going to put them back in the Weber for another hour and a half. And then I'm going to let them rest for an hour. So they should be hopefully beautiful. A little bit more sauce on there. Right, well that's one done. I won't bother showing you the next one. So just to keep the video a little bit shorter, and we'll come back and we'll have a look and see how I'm going to basically take these out, whack them on the Weber. We'll have a look and see how they turn out, eh? Okay, these have been on for an hour and a half, so that's now 6.5 hours all up. I ended up moving some of the coals over a little bit because it just wasn't sort of going along like a snake sort of thing like it should have been, as well as I sort of thought so. But anyway, I'm going to pull these puppies out, let them sit for an hour, and then we'll see how they look, eh? Okay, 7.5 hour cooked. Here we go, let's have a look at it. We've got some chips ready to go on the plate there. Some yeah, it's pulling off the bone pretty good there. I can't quite see. Oh, yep, there we go. Let's have a look, have a taste. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Oh, have fun with it, YouTubers. Thank you. Okay, guys. Yeah, well, that was damn good. Me and the wife have smashed that up. So we're both full as, yeah, tender as best ribs I've ever cooked. Okay, guys, I just wanted to add to this video about the ribs I did last week. Since then, I've done another lot of ribs, and I've basically tried a different sauce out. The Sweet Baby Ray's sauce was insane, but for me, it was just a little bit too smoky. So what I've done is this is a sauce that the wife uses in meatloaf. So you don't actually cook the sauce for 6 hours like it says down there. You just make the sauce up. I halved all the amounts. And the sauce for me just blew the Sweet Baby Ray's sauce out of the water from last week. It's just a basic sauce. It's easy to make. It's pretty much everyone's got all that in their cupboard, so it's simple, and it tasted insane. So it was just a nice, beautiful barbecue flavoured sort of sauce, which, you know, for me, you know, last week, yeah, they were the best ribs I've ever had, and this week with this sauce, they were even better again. So I just wanted to add that on there anyway. If you want to try a more barbecue flavoured sauce that's not as smoky, because the ribs are already smoky because you've already smoked them for, you know, for so long and so many hours in there, so you don't really need a smoky flavoured barbecue sauce as well. So for me, this sauce this week just destroyed the Sweet Baby Ray's last week. So, all right, guys, have a great night. Thank you. See ya.